Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely glad to have you back again to, of course, the Freedom Channel. Before I get started, y'all know I always forget. Oh, man. You look for that bell somewhere, the icon at the top, the bottom, to the side, the left to right. I always get turned around. But seriously, you all, definitely look to subscribe to our channel. It's either up, down, or to the left, to the right. Also, definitely hit the bell, as I call it, the bing, the bell, so you can subscribe to the particular channel. So now I want to let you know who I am. My name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach, Cashflow Builder. I am a chartered senior financial planner, a licensed real estate broker, licensed mortgage broker, investment insurance and cash flow specialist, and credit repair specialist, and the author of 3 books, Making It Happen from Zero to Hero, Credit to Freedom, and Freedom is Not for Sale. But the most important thing that I'm happy and proud to come to you, to be your friend, to be a part of your family, and to welcome you into our family, and an international speaker and trainer. And so what we're going to talk about today is cash flow pattern. Oh, let's get started. Now, what I want to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about cash flow. So let me do just a quick up-to-date. I talk about it in the course of all of my books. I talk about it, of course, in Making It Happen, Zero to Hero. I talk about it as well in the Credit to Freedom. And also, I talk about it as well in Making It Happen from Zero to Hero. And so what I want to just share with you real quick is, what is cash flow? Cash flow is money coming in from some investment or some vehicle that you don't put in without you always having to do the work. And so the more cash flow that you can have coming in, obviously you put yourself in a better position. So let's get real crystal on a few basic terms that we may already know. Number one, what is an asset? An asset is something that produces you cash flow. Now, that can come from, and it should come from, good debt. You have something what is called good debt, and you have something what is called bad debt. Bad debt is basically what you use for liabilities. That's not making you money, that monies that are going out for something that you have. An asset is coming from good debt that is paying you money. And we're going to go, so if you happen to have ABC thingamajig, and that thingamajig causes you in debt $1,000 a month, but it pays you $5,000. Once you subtract all your liabilities and expenses, what's left over is your positive cash flow. So if you got $1,000 of expenses on that and you subtract that from the $5,000, then you have a $4,000 cash flow. Where bad debt is when obviously you have something like a loan or credit card and it's not making you money. In some situations, if you use it for good debt, it could be making you money. But on traditional, when you buying clothes or different appliances and different things, then you're paying money out for that debt, their liability. So we want to show you, today we're talking about cash flow. So we want to make sure we get that. Now, there's many ways, obviously, that you can earn cash flow. I'm going to give you the 3 divisions, but it's different levels within those divisions. So the first thing is obviously where you are working on a particular job. That's a mean that can supply you with cash flow, okay? If you have lower debt and liabilities and you're getting your paycheck, then you're going to have a higher cash flow. Then the next thing is if you happen to have real estate investments, where now you have, again, same thing. You could be negative, but most of the time you want to operate, obviously, in the green, and that's another vehicle. And then the next vehicle that you use is, and we're going to get it in detail, is where you have money coming in from some type of portfolio, okay, that you're receiving dividends and interest from your portfolio and capital gains. So we're going to talk about that. And then the other thing is obviously if you have a particular business. Doesn't matter if you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, sole proprietor, if you're a corporation, S Corp, C Corp, LLC, does not matter. Profit, non-profit. If you have a business that is, of course, paying you quote cash flow where your expenses are lower, then obviously they're lower than the revenue that you're bringing in. The revenue is higher. All right, so let's get into that. So now we're going to talk about real quick cash flow pattern. So we got it broken down. It's 4 categories, but it's a lot of levels. You got linear income, you got leverage income, and you got performance, better known as passive income, and you got windfall, that's better known also as portfolio. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a little conversation, of course, about these particular ones so you'll know what division you may fall in. Now, your ultimate thing is to be on the upside on the back end and not on the upside on the front end. We'll break that down. So what is linear income? Linear is better known as your JOB, your journey of bondage, just over broke, you know, just out of bad news, okay? Just whatever that you want to call it, okay? But linear income, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, and definitely is a straight line. It's pretty much linear, which means straight line. You put in your 40 hours or whatever it is, 20 hours part-time, 40 hours full-time. Career could be 60, 80 hours, and you get income for what you put in. That's linear, okay? You are exchanging, obviously, hours for pay, okay? So you want to write that down. Now, what is leverage? Leverage is what we call OPT, all right? OPT, you want to use other people's talent. Also, home-based business, okay? Home-based business or network marketing can go into there. And also subcontractors, okay? So what is subcontractor? If you happen to have whatever skill it is, if you are hired to tutor children, and what you do, you contract to some teachers, they hire you for $100, you pay your teachers $75 an hour, you keep $25, you have subcontract out. So you have leverage, whatever your business skill set, hire somebody, subcontract that out, other people's talents. That's leverage. What is, of course, performing passive? Write this down. This is real estate. Okay? This is real estate. Okay? And then the last one, what is called windfall, what is called portfolio. And again, it's other things that can fall in these categories, but we want to talk about some of the main things. So real quick, windfall is obviously now we're talking about what is coming from depending on we suggest fixed index annuities. We're talking about stocks. We're talking about mutual funds. And if you happen to do something similar to like if you Shark Tank, if you're a venture capitalist and you have invested in businesses, okay? So this is investment in businesses and you're getting a return. So it's a little bit different than a leverage because now you strictly investing in something that's operational and you're receiving cash flow from that. So these are your things. So now, before I get ready to close out, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, that most people are top heavy instead of back end heavy. What I mean by that, the first two is you're looking at the first two is top end. Okay, first end is top end, and the last two is back end. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you right now, you want to have income, cash flow coming from wherever you want to, but you want to be more back end than you are front end. So let's give an example of one lady that I talked to, and you could do this scenario exactly for yourself. And so when you get finished, if you are more top end and back end, ladies and gentlemen, you want to get with somebody like me. You want to be a professional, hire a professional so you get professional results. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to invest in yourself to be your best self. There's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no get rich quick. We tell you, you want to have a wealthy person mentality and not a poor person mentality. Let me share with you in closing. A wealthy person never worry about how much something's going to cost them. They worry about how much it's going to cash flow them. A poor person, what they do, they worry about how much is going to go out because they have what is called a poor mentality, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So we want you, don't pass up. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that bell. Where that bell at? Y'all zoom in on this. make sure that you hit that. Y'all get this. Hit that bell, right? Hit subscribe, hit that bell, wherever it's at, and make sure you get it. So let me give you the closing note while y'all enjoy this cash flow pattern. So just think of your income. So let's say you make, hypothetically, how you do this. Let's say you make, for the sake of example, just a simple number. Say we're going to say you make $2,000 a month. You got $2,000 a month coming in. So now let's see where this is coming from. So out of that 2,000, how much is coming from your job? Okay. So from your job, let's say if you had calculated, say you make you got $1,000. So now 50% of that is coming from your job. Well, most of the time we're gonna say 1,500 because most of the time they're more like. So you're looking at about 70% is coming from your job, linear. Okay. Then you have some people that do have some part-time businesses or side hustles, as sometimes they call, or legitimately home-based business or subcontracting. So then you got the last 500 that you're getting 30% that you're getting from there. How much is coming from real estate? Absolutely none. How much is coming from, obviously, annuities, stocks, mutual funds, you being a venture capitalist yourself, you're being a part of, like the Shark Tank, you're being an investor yourself. How much of your money you have invested in businesses where you have money coming in? Ladies and gentlemen, if your chart looks like this versus looking like this, all right, versus looking like this, ladies and gentlemen, all right, bad color, and you should have your chart looking like this. If the green is over here and the green is not over here where the blue, you are top end heavy versus bottom end. And so there's nothing wrong. You got to start somewhere, but you want to focus on, ladies and gentlemen, to have money working for you and you not working for it. Why do we suggest the last two, performance or passive base, and why do we suggest windfall or portfolio? Because if you have some performance based, ladies and gentlemen, you have something that's a necessity of life. Maslow hierarchy needs explained it easily. We got oxygen, air, we got water, we got food, and we got shelter. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not making no more land. People need a place to live. They need some shelter to get out of elements. So if people are going to pay somebody, why not it be you? So we show you in our other programs, you want to make for sure that you look on our YouTube channel. We show you how to evaluate a deal. We show you how to have a turnkey property. We show you how to come out of the gate to have cash flow on your first property in the first deal. We share this with you. Even if you got credit challenges, we got a credit to freedom program, in other words, to show you how to do that. Then the last one, the windfall. Why is it that you want to have money coming in from windfall? Because if you're going to go out, ladies and gentlemen, let's just be 100. If you're going to go out and buy things from Walgreens, if you're going to buy things from Walmart, if you're going to buy things from Apple, if you're going to buy Nike, then why not have some ownership in that? And then so we show you how to do that through obviously stocks and mutual funds, to show you how to set up your portfolio. And then we show you how to absolutely secure it and fix it death annuities. Ladies and gentlemen, definitely glad to have y'all on the channel. Again, cash flow pattern, what we're talking about today. You want to make for sure that you get your weight up, but most important, get your cash flow up. Again, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach at Cashflow Builder. As I say it all the time, good things come to those who wait, but only what left over from those who hustle. Remember, the hustle is for free, but the game is for a fee. Again, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach, Cashflow Builder. Free yourself, and your dreams will follow. Oh, I'm out. Let's do it.